Happy April Fool's Day. But make note of this. It is also the day after Easter. And just for the record, Jesus is still risen indeed. In Genesis chapter 39, verses 20 and 21, we read these words. Joseph's master took him and put him in prison, the place where the king's prisoners were confined. But while Joseph was there in prison, the Lord was with him. He showed him kindness and granted him favor in the eyes of the prison warden. Over the next 3 days, Pastor Allen, Pastor Mike, and I will be talking about going through difficulties. And you can catch the next two parts on our Facebook page at the Village Church at World Golf Village. Now, to reach his destiny, Joseph went through betrayal, temptation, slander, and wrongful imprisonment. But in the end, he came out on top. Here's what Joseph recognized that we need to recognize also. Number one, God knows what we're going through, and he cares. There's a key phrase that's found 5 different times in the story of Joseph. It says this, but the Lord was with Joseph. Even when everything is going wrong, God is with us. Every time things were going wrong for Joseph, Joseph never doubted that God was with him. The second thing is that we have been given the freedom of choice. God gives us freedom to choose how we will react to our circumstances. Will it be out of faith or doubt? With joy or despair? Patiently or impatiently? And so on. When you choose to ignore what's right, God won't force his will on you. Sometimes we bring problems on ourselves, and then we blame God. We say, it must be God's will, as if God is getting pleasure out of planning our mistakes and our miseries. The truth of the matter is that God's will isn't always carried out. Yes, he has a plan for our lives, but he has also given us free will. And because he has also given others free will, their mistakes and decisions can hurt us as well. Thirdly, God is in control of the final outcome. God can take every negative circumstance in our life today and turn it around for our own good. And Joseph found this, and he acknowledged it, as we see in Genesis 50, verse 20. When he says to his brothers, you intended to harm me, but God intended it for good, to accomplish what is now being done, the saving of many lives. And while God was working to bring good out of his situation, Joseph had to keep trusting him, even though at the time he did not understand what was happening. And we must do that too. Pastor Allen will have more lessons from the story of Joseph tomorrow, and Pastor Mike will wrap things up on Wednesday. And again, that's on our Facebook page at the Village Church at World Golf Village. Now, we hope that you will join us this coming Sunday as we kick off a series on carrying the light forward during worship. Pastor Allen will be sharing this week, and I hope that you will be with us to help us ignite the flame during one of our worship services at either 9 or 11 a.m. And thanks to all of you who were a part of our Easter services. It was so nice to see a full house at each service yesterday. Now have a great week, and I look forward to seeing you again on Friday with more from the Word for You today.